What's up, my diving nerds? It's Yano Sauce coming at you with some fresh new content served cold. That's right, we were back at Mermet Springs. Take a look-see at the dive profile in front of you. You can see it got down to a balmy 51.8 degrees Fahrenheit. That's chilly in the water if you didn't know. I was wearing a 7 mil. My buddy was wearing a 14 mil at the core. I give him a hard time about that from time to time, but it's all in good fun, I hope. Yeah, nothing too extraordinary here. We went down, we went to the school bus, then we went to the Cessna, suspended Cessna, then we went to a truck, then we went to the plane, then we went to the brand new Scuba Police car. They just sunk this thing a couple weeks ago, maybe a little longer ago than that, but my first time seeing it. The dirt and the grime and the crud had barely even started collecting on it. Brand new car at the bottom of the quarry. It was about 25 feet down, I think. But stay tuned for that. Got some really good footage of it. Other than that, not too much to say here. It was kind of a welcome to Mermet dive. Kind of the same one we take, I guess, every time we show up. And yeah, I'll point out on the map where we went next time, or in the next segment, so you get a better idea of where that is. And I'll see you there. All right, here we are at the familiar map of Mermet Springs. Just going to show you guys really quick where we went. So we started at pavilion number 39. There it is. Home to a lot of carpenter bees, but they were gracious hosts. Allowed us to share. We walked this way down the old primary dock, and we jumped in here with a capital J. Then we went down on the school bus. Didn't see a whole lot of school bus. We followed this line all the way down here to N, which is the suspended Cessna. Only at 15 feet. Still not very deep yet. And then we followed this line, I think we went over that truck. What's U1? Fire truck at 45 feet. Yeah, pretty sure we went over that. Ambulance at 45 feet. Yeah, we did not see any of those. We skirted above those. And we went to G, which is the semi-truck at 30 feet. That sounds likely. Well, there it is. Yeah, then we hung a right to the airplane, went down this way all the way to the nose, which was pretty chilly down there. That's where the 51 degrees was at. And then we circled back around. At this point here, I was starting to get a little chilly. Then we came up here, and this is the brand new thing not on the map. It is the Scuba Police car right here. It was about at 25 feet. Yeah, I got some really good footage of that coming up. Brand new thing. Mermet's hottest new attraction. Yeah, then we did a long lap around that, and then we kind of followed the wall all the way back this way. And I think we finally hit the petting zoo. Kind of did a drive-by of the petting zoo. And came right back to where we started. Came up. And that was a wrap on that. So stick around. You're going to see what we saw. Alright, and here we are finally. With some very exciting footage of a line. These are the things. Oh! Flip it around. Got some Yano sauce immediately. Got some Terry on my right. Look at that. Hey, I normally don't come this quickly in your face with me. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, really what was happening there was I couldn't hear my camera beeping all day, so... yeah, usually, you know, I hit the record button and I hear a beep to start the recording. Hit the record button again to stop it. I hear 3 beeps. I don't know if I turned the volume down or something. I was having a really hard time hearing it. I was wearing a hood, but even with that, yeah, I don't know. It just seemed really quiet. So there was at least one time where I got recording, not recording mixed up. That was in the second dive, though, so hopefully we won't see any of that here. But here we are at the suspended Cessna. There was a big fish hanging out in here. I don't know. We're going to find out if I got him on camera or not. I really don't know my fish, man. I got to take... Patty actually offers a fish identification cert. And you know what? Maybe I should take it. He was right at the top. Yeah, my eyeballs can see it. The camera cannot see it. That's a bummer. Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy. Just caught him. Just caught him in the top frame there. Hey, buddy. Terry decided to go to the starboard side of the Cessna. There's the torpedo hanging out the bottom. This might be the only Cessna in the entire world outfitted with a torpedo. Kind of guessing there. I don't know. I'll talk about some nerd stuff real quick. So, yeah, if you follow my channel at all, which you haven't, let me fill you in real quick. I built a new computer in December. I am running Fedora on here, and Fedora ships with a graphics driver, an open source graphics driver. So the thing about Fedora, Linux in general, it's all open source. So they can't, like, they're legally not allowed to ship code. Ah, there's a little pink ducky. Legally not allowed to ship code that's proprietary, closed source. At least that's my understanding. I'm also not a lawyer. But the graphics card I have in here is from NVIDIA. And they have an open source driver for NVIDIA graphics cards that's been completely reverse engineered from what I've read online, which is incredible. But it lacks certain functionality, like hardware support for video decoding, apparently. So in all my other videos, basically my graphics card is sitting there doing nothing. I'm playing the video, which is like 4K. Well, actually, the dive videos are only 1080p, but basically, the graphics card should be helping decode the videos as I'm watching on the screen, and up until recently, they were not doing that. And so the CPU is tasked with doing my voiceover recording and decoding the video at the same time. And it should be able to do that. It can do that. But I still notice the audio kind of lagging the video. Right now, I've finally got my graphics card working to decode the video, and I did that by installing a proprietary NVIDIA driver. You got all that? It took me a while to figure out how to do that, but it's finally working. So basically right now I'm watching this video as I'm talking over it. All the video decoding should be passed on to the graphics card, leaving the CPU to just do the audio recording, which I'm hoping will go a lot smoother and not have a whole lot of lag associated with it. We'll find out. This is new ground for me, new territory. So while I was saying all that, we definitely passed over the top of a truck there. That might have been the mail truck or the ambulance. Hit 45 feet. We didn't go down. Here we are at this truck. What was the name of this truck? Might just be a truck. I don't know. We swam around that for a while. And I totally misjudged where my camera was when I tried to shove the computer in its lens. Missing the engine block, it looks like. I don't think this truck is street worthy. Might need a little buff job at least to get it running on the track. Yeah, this was G. Man, I'm tempted to look back. Let me look real quick. If I can, is it close? Is it close? Let me open up my picture real quick. This is G, which is semi-truck at 30 feet. Yeah, alright. I was close. I was halfway there. I called it a truck. It's actually a semi-truck. This has got to be it. We did not go down. Yeah, I think in the last segment you saw it's got to be the ambulance or the mail truck. But here's the gas can. Yeah, I took a look in there. My eyeballs fit in there perfect. Oh, I did get a pretty good shot with the camera, I guess. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, from here we darted on over to the plane. Yeah, I'm also using, get back to the nerd stuff, I'm also using MPV video player. It's the only one I could figure out, well, the only one, the one of two, where I can figure out how to use the hardware accelerated decoding. Historically, all the way going back to college, I've been a VLC man. Always sing high praises about VLC, but in this case, I just cannot figure out how to get VLC to use my graphics card for video decoding, so had to punt on VLC. MPV is like, it's a lot lighter weight. I'm actually using it from the command line. I still can't figure out how to put my computer in front of the camera. Yeah, it takes a playlist as a text file, so I just do... Oh, there's some Yana sauce coming at you from the truck. Alright, there we go. I finally got a good... Yeah, I took it off my head. 31 feet down, 2,400 PSI left in my tank, 55 degrees. That's chilly, baby. You hear 55 degrees in the air? Yeah, it might be a little chilly. Trust me, water is much different beast than air. Yeah, I don't know what this is on the steering wheel. Squishy smoke alarm is the best thing I can think of. That thing looks just like a smoke alarm, except it's not. And then we got this thing. Man, they really tie these things tight. You see the zip ties holding these things on, man? They're suffocating. Give them a little boop. Yep, okay. Alright, moving on to the next segment. We went to the aeroplane. This is the famous Boeing 727 from the movie U.S. Marshals. I am contractually obligated to say that every time I dive around this plane. Just kidding. Nobody's paying me for any of this. But in case this is your first time seeing one of my videos, yes, this plane was in the movie U.S. Marshals. Wesley Snipes has ran through this plane in the plane crash scene. I'm not sure if Tommy Lee Jones ever actually got in the plane. He might have. I don't know. He was close by, though, so there's at least Tommy Lee Jones vibes emanating from this plane. But yeah, it's thick with Wesley Snipes in there, so... Pretty cool, pretty cool. I still don't know how they got it. You can go to the Mermet website. I'm sure they got the backstory on there somewhere. It is kind of deteriorating. There it is. Words are hard sometimes, man. They get all jumbled up in my mouth. Yeah, it's kind of falling apart. I don't know what they're going to do with that thing. They probably... I don't know. It just is what it is now. They're probably just going to leave it there and let some archaeologists 3,000 years from now find it. I don't think they're going to remove that thing. As long as it's not like a safety hazard, which, I mean, I don't think it is, then they're probably just fine letting it fall apart. Yeah, water's corrosive, man. I don't know. This is not salt water, so it could be worse, but... yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you do. It is what it is. I think I took a look-see in here. I actually have swam through this airplane. Is that SpongeBob SquarePants on there? Yeah, it might be. Yeah. Got some cubbies in there. You guys remember cubbies? I had a cubby in 3rd grade. I think it was the last year for cubbies. I don't... That's how they did elementary school in South Click, anyway. And here we are at the nose. This is the cockpit. This is where the magic happens. Yeah, looking a little rundown in there. Oof. Yeah, I just don't think those throttles are going to work anymore. For a long time, there was an Incredible Hulk tied in here, and I don't see him anymore, so... Wonder what happened to him. Oh, there's a shark hanging out. You never know, man. You know, it's funny. I say there's no dive police. We're about to see some dive police in the next segment, but maybe a couple segments. But yeah, I mean, you come down here and do whatever you want. Oh, what does that thermometer say? Yeah, it's like right at 50. It was chilly down here. It was definitely chilly down here. Yeah, man, it's looking rough. You can tell in there. And then we got another suffocated stuffed animal zip tied in here. And that's me putting the camera back in my head, maybe. Yep, 41 feet down, 52 degrees. Yeah, 2,200 air left, 31 minutes of air time. Yeah, it's funny. So Terry and I flip-flopped, man. This dive I actually felt pretty comfortable, even though this was the colder water. At this moment, I was feeling a little cold, but I was really cold the second dive, even though we didn't get chillier than 61 degrees, I think it was. Yeah, I don't know. I think this dive, I just lost a lot of energy, and I wasn't really feeling it until the next dive. That's the only explanation I got, anyway. So I was feeling chilly. Yeah, there's a quick look in the plane again. Yeah, I was actually pretty comfortable this dive, even though it was in colder water, and then that all disappeared in the second one, so... Go figure, man. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Got a electrical guy come fix that. Got a little fiber hanging out there. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's not fiber at all. I don't know. 727 have fiber in it? It might. I don't know. But seeing as this is a movie prop, actually, that's another question. Like, was this a real plane? I don't know. It's hard to believe that Boeing commissioned a fake plane just for a movie prop, so they probably bought this thing out of a boneyard or something and just... I don't know. I don't know what they did. But it has no wings. I think where those wires were hanging out were partly where wings used to connect. And we're probably looking at that right now, actually. This is a wing? This might be a wing juncture. I don't know. Looks likely. Yeah, you can kind of see the fuselage in the back there. This probably used to be a wing. So, yeah, I bet the movie probably just bought... Would you really buy a plane from a boneyard just for a movie prop? I don't know. I mean, yeah, where else are you gonna get one, I guess? I don't know. Next time I see Wesley, I'll ask him, okay? You know? Yeah, I found this chair. What's the chair doing here? I was fascinated by this chair. Like, what in the world? I've swam around this airplane many times. I don't think I ever remember seeing a chair there. You know what? Let me check. This MPV thing's a little new to me. Let me, oh, hold on. What's going on? Hey, here, alright. Here's the new police car. To observe and critique. So they, if you look on Mermet's website, they got videos to sinking this thing. It was pretty cool. They actually rolled it into the quarry from, like, the other side. Basically where the primary dock is, I think. And they put huge floating bags on it. And, yeah, here's kind of a fun fact. I went to check in this morning, and Glenn Faith, the owner of this old quarry, was talking to me, and one of his buddies walked in. And his buddy, I guess, is like... kind of search and recovery dive EMT kind of person, and he's dealt with, you know, sinking cars where people, you know, drive into the lake. And anyway, so they were just kind of like chopping it up and talking about this car, because Glenn made a comment about how it took a long time to sink, even though, like, they had the float bags on it, and he was like, we didn't even need the float bags. It took a long time for it to even get down there and sink. And yeah, I'm checking the gas. There's no gas in there. And the guy chimed in real quick, and he's like, yeah, you know, the newer cars, they're built so well. They are built so well now that they're sealed up really good. He's like, if you drive a car in the lake right now, like a new car into the lake, it will float for a long time. And he's talking about these stories where people go driving into a river to, like, you know, suicide, I guess, and he's like, they float down the river for a very long time. They don't realize how long it's going to take for a new car to sink. So, fun fact, I guess. I don't know what model this is, what year it is, but you can see from the video that Mermet posted that it took a long time for this thing to sink. So, yeah, keep that in mind next time you want to drive your car into the river, I guess. Be committed. You're going to be in it for a long haul. But, I finally got down. Also, I was shocked that they kept the windows intact. I thought they would have removed those. Despite what the car says here, there are no dive police. And I promise you, it's just a matter of time before somebody picks up a rock and starts smashing windows. So, yeah, I was really surprised they didn't pop those out before they sunk this thing. We got a Chevy something. I don't know what this is. Cavalier, maybe? I don't know. But they painted it up real good. You can see the dive flag insignia. Got a little damage on the front passenger quarter panel there. Is that what that is? It'll buff right out. No worries. Scuba 1, yeah. Scuba Police, yeah. That in itself is funny. If you ever watch my videos, I'd say all the time, there's no dive police, and now here we go. We got dive police, and yes, I did try to open every single door. They were all locked, and I have no idea what's in the back seat here. Can you guys fill me in? What is that? I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Is that part of the seat? I don't know. That's a pretty good swim around. I enjoy the new underwater feature. It's even got the speakers in the back seat there. And check, we're done with this one, baby. All right, so that's the hot new stuff at Mermet Springs, the Scuba Police car there. This is the very end of the airplane. That's where the massive jet engine goes. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't know what this is, to be honest with you. Back of the airplane. Looks like it's missing its tail. I don't know. But at this point, if you remember back in the first video, or the second segment, where I showed the map, this is us just following the wall around. Probably not too many cool things left. Let me see, where am I at? 702. Oh, geez, I still got 4 segments to go, so hang on tight. I don't know what's coming. Probably nothing too exciting. Oh man, what else can I say? I don't know. Oh yeah, it's been a little while since I uploaded anything. Yeah, I haven't done. I did the diving, the dry suit diving in March, also with Terry, and I think Tom L was with us. I should remember that. He usually goes with us on that one. That's been it. I went to see the eclipse, which was awesome. I do have some footage of that, but I really haven't even looked at it yet, to be honest with you. I don't have high hopes for GoPro footage of an eclipse. That's just, that's not gonna be that good. But I actually took some pictures of it with my phone through my telescope, which turned out way better than you might think. So maybe I could do a quick slideshow of those. I don't know. I did that. I was doing some kayaking on Creekcore Lake, but the bane of my existence with this GoPro and the head strap, man, I had the thing tilted down too far and couldn't see anything, so there's only like 10% of that footage that might even be worth putting up, and so I might just skip the whole thing. But man, I saw some snapping turtles. There's some snappers out there in Creekcore Lake, man. They're pretty big, and they're hanging out right on the surface. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I rode up on this one. I wasn't even sure if it was alive. It was just kind of, tail was kind of sticking out of the water, but yeah, then it started swimming away, so maybe I will. I can show that. I can show that. But oh, fun fact about, well, not a fun fact, but something about Mermet. It was totally empty. Oh, I swam away from Terry. I caught a glimpse of the bike here, and I was like, Terry, I gotta go check this out. In my mind, I didn't tell him that underwater. Yeah, so I've been to Mermet a lot, and apparently they have a bunch of bicycles sunken down there, and it's like a treasure hunt almost, because you can see this line, or this sign. You're bike number 1 to find bike number 2, set your compass 70 degrees, and it's a depth of whatever that was, 41 feet. Yeah, maybe next time I'm here, we should just like do the bicycle scavenger hunt or something. I don't know, like, I've been to Mermet a lot now, and I love diving, trust me, I really do. And Mermet's basically the only place to dive near where I live. But I've pretty much seen it all at this point. 25 feet, 39 air left, 1700 pressure left. And I missed the temperature there, but it was warming up. Wait. Did I say 30? I said Oh, there's some more yana sauce. No, I totally forgot what the depth was. I think 39 was the air left, maybe. When I'm underwater, I'm pointing the camera at the computer. It always feels like so long, but then when I go back and watch the videos, it always feels so short. I'm trying to read all the numbers, and it's just like, wait, give me a couple more seconds. You know, I can't quite. That was so fast. I'm trying to read them all out to y'all. I know I've said this 100 times, but yeah, if you ever look at my computer and want to pause the video, the very top number, so it's like a diamond, essentially, of numbers. The top big number is my depth. And then if you go from there down to the left part of the diamond, that is going to be, oh gosh, I can't even think of my own. Oh, there's a fishy. Didn't see many fish today. That's going to be airtime. Whoa, this is it. The end of that dive snuck up on me. Stay tuned for the next one. It's a wall dive. We didn't see a whole lot, but, you know, there's some cool stuff in there, so stick around. I hope to see you there.